Alright, welcome back. We're going to cover some basics here in cartooning. One of the things that a lot of people have problems with sometimes is they want to know how to cartoon eyes. And cartooning eyes is something that you want to grasp when you're doing cartooning, because most of the time when you're cartooning, most of your characters are going to have eyes on them. Okay, so I'm just going to try to cover some basics here with eyes. And the main thing that you want to remember when you're cartooning eyes is that you got to put the eyes on a head. Okay, so you want to think about the angle at which those eyes are coming onto your cartoon head at. Okay, so and it works with the rest of the face as well. Okay, the eyes are not separate from the rest of the cartoon face. You know, there's a whole head there. All right, so you definitely want to keep that kind of thing in mind. But what I'm going to cover today is we're going to cover some of the symbols that you can use for an eye, and I'll demonstrate here. Is when you draw an eye, okay, on a cartoon face, you want to draw a symbol for an eye. Okay, we're not actually going to draw a detailed human eye. We're going to draw a symbol for that eye, and that symbol needs to represent the context of that cartoon. Okay, so if you have a character with big huge eyes, you don't want to give him necessarily a little bitty small pupil, unless that gives the context of that particular cartoon character. And also you want to think about the perspective. Okay, now I'm going to go with one of my favorite ways to do eyes is to create the cheekbone, and you just bring a little oval above here. Alright, and it can come right off of the nose right here. Okay, then you just put a lid on it. Alright, you curve this line down, and then you put in a highlight and just a little spot for the pupil. Okay, and that creates an eye. And this symbol pretty much is like that. Okay, and this is almost like an A. Okay, with a line under it. And then you just put the curve in there, and then there's two curves, and it creates an eye. Okay, now we're going to do that symbol from straight on. Alright, he's going to be looking over to this side. Okay, and we're going to turn his head this way now. Alright, now this side's a little bit bigger than that one. I exaggerated it just a little bit. Okay, alright, and I kind of put his pupils kind of right in the center here. Almost like he's looking straight ahead. Okay. Alright. And you can finish up the rest of the face there. You know, no problem. Alright. Now, that's just, one type of an eye. There are several different kinds of eyes. If you're doing an animal, and we're not doing any kind of animal in particular here, a lot of times you want to droop this line over. Okay, and this will give you a good effect when you're drawing animals, because it just can create, a brow for the eye. And if this is a dog or whatever, okay, you just draw the ear in there. Okay, that could be a bunny rabbit. It could be almost any kind of an animal. All right, we're going to look at a few different symbols for eyes here. There's just the circle with the eyelid. Okay, and you just draw in the pupil there, give it a little highlight. Alright, and that can be a very good symbol for you to do. Alright, and see, something like that right there. Alright. Another thing that you can do is you can create almost like a square or a rectangle for the eyes. Alright. That's one of my more favorite ones to do. Alright. These are all symbols. Okay. You can get a little bit more fancy and create, eyes that are a little bit more realistic. Kind of like this. And the basics for this eye is going to be, it's a little curve up here, and then you're going to bring this curve in from the bottom there. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. And then you just go about it just like you would any other eye. Okay. You can also do big eyes. Especially if you're doing like a monster or something. Okay. Bring a little eyelid in there. Alright, and you could also just do very simple eyes. Okay, depending on how simple your character is. Okay. You can do something like that. Okay, I hope that I've helped you with, trying to illustrate eyes here. Eyes are fairly easy to do once you get the hang of them. Just think about the perspective and whether or not it goes with your character, and you should be fine. Send me any questions, comments that you have, and I'll see you guys in the next video.